What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back with another reaction video. Thank you so much for joining me today on this beautiful day. I hope you all are doing well today, and to all my new supporters joining us, welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. I hope everybody enjoys this video today just as much as myself, because this was one of them ones. Highly recommended. Everybody, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and turn all post notifications on. Let's jump right into this video, man. I'm not wasting no more time. If you would like to recommend some of these fabulous videos for myself to react to, please feel free to spam my comment section and use that suggestion link in my description down below. Now I'm not wasting no more time.
What every special operations force of the United States military is. But do you know what Canada has to bring to the table in the world of special operations?
A lot.
You'll come to find out that they are well trained, highly effective, and utilized in the full spectrum of combat. The first unit we're going to cover is the highly renowned Joint Task Force 2.
Joint Task Force 2. Okay. Who they
Joint
join
Task
with?
Force 2 is Canada's elite Tier 1 unit. As with most other Tier 1 units, JTF-2 is primarily tasked with performing counter-terrorism operations, both domestically and around the world.
Okay.
JTF-2's members are trained to a high standard in order for them to operate effectively in stressful environments. JTF-2 specializes in direct action, hostage rescue, special reconnaissance, foreign internal defense, protective security, and other high-value tasks.
It sounds fun. You know, you ever play Call of Duty? Modern Warfare. I didn't really play Modern Warfare. I was more of a Call of Duty. It's nothing like that in real life, but I mean, it sounds fun. It sounds fun.
They are known for their
Especially
great
when you're trained.
professionalism
Oh,
and
it's probably fun
discretion
going
during
on missions.
operations, and work alongside other elite units such as Delta Force, SEAL Team 6, and the SAS. JTF-2 was created in 1993 to take over hostage rescue and counter-terrorism responsibilities from the Royal Canadian Mounted Police CERT teams. After 9/11, it was committed to international matters, and saw its first major...
And it's sad. I keep saying this. It's so sad that, you know, 9/11 had to happen in order for, you know, changes to come about. It's sad, man. It's
combat
really is.
role
And rest in
outside
peace
of Canada.
to everybody.
To date, as you'd expect with any Tier 1 unit, most information about JTF-2 is classified, and the Government of Canada does not comment on its affairs. The next unit we're going to discuss is the Canadian Special Operations Regiment.
Okay. Canadian Special Operations Regiment.
CSOR is a relatively young force in the world of special operations, being stood up in 2006. CSOR is along the lines of a special...
Man, you see... Oh my gosh. I've watched a few of those Navy SEAL training videos, and they gotta hold, like, their firearm in their hand. A prop one, of course. Or it might be real. It might be real, as a matter of fact, just not loaded. Or it might be loaded, just not cocked back. Oh, wait. It might be loaded. So you could feel all the weight. And you sink down to the bottom. They got you tied up, too. You gotta swim up with your feet tied. Like, all types of crazy stuff for situations like this, when you gotta swim in that ocean with your firearm around you. How is that even possible? Hey, they make it possible. It's possible.
Infantry unit, with its concept similar to the U.S. Army Ranger Regiment. It provides Canada with a versatile and multi-mission force that's capable of delivering tactical and strategic level effects. CSOR's core skills are special warfare, special reconnaissance, and direct action. It can conduct complex and difficult raids, work with armed forces of other countries, capture strategic facilities, and can adapt to dynamic security environments. CSOR delivers a robust, flexible, and high-readiness expeditionary force that is able to deploy abroad on an as-needed basis. Just like any other SOF force, CSOR also has its support personnel. CSOR support personnel play an integral role in its operational effectiveness, and are capable of working under harsh conditions with minimal direct supervision.
Okay.
CSOR supporters consistently produce high-quality results. CSOR pulls from Canada's Army, Navy, and Air Force. Once a year for about 10 days, CSOR recruits from these services. There's two types of candidates, those that want to be operators and those that want to be supporters. Each have their own standards. Candidates who want to join CSOR will put themselves through several arduous months of physical and mental exercises, focusing on...
Look at this. Look at this. Come on now. Did you see what they was just doing a couple seconds ago? Why? Like, what type of missions are you going on? Is this overtime or is this like a regular day? I only see things like this on Netflix. Watching SWAT. I love SWAT. Yeah. But they're not out in the Arctic like this. It's skiing and everything. On missions? These guys are equipped with everything. They're trained to do it all, huh? Beast,
Combat
man. They're
skills
not
and
normal.
survival
They're not normal
methods.
people.
Those who make the cut receive the regiment's tan beret and are assigned based on their category to either of the 3 direct action companies, Special Forces Company, or Support Company. With
Okay.
CSOR covered, the next unit we're going to go over is the Canadian Joint Incident Response Unit.
Canadian Joint Incident Response Units.
The Canadian
Okay.
Joint Incident Response Unit provides a chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear defense response for special operations missions. Essentially, the Canadian Joint Incident Response Unit is the 911 for Canada when it comes to seaburn, but keep in mind it is not solely a first responder element. The unit's main focus is detecting, identifying, and mitigating seaburn risks, and then later deals with decontamination efforts if they are required. The unit responds with the Royal Canadian Mounted Police and the Public Health Agency of Canada during its seaburn operations. The 3 troops this unit is broken down into are the Sampling and Identification Troop, Surveillance Troop, and the Decontamination Troop. This unit also deploys internationally. These deployments are typically short and occur with little to no warning. Other forces in Canada's military utilize their specialized response capability abroad if needed. Their op tempo and speed is very fast, and it is much more demanding than most of Canada's military specialties. Members of this highly capable unit devote a large part of their time to training and education. Like in CSOR, members in this unit are either operators or supporters.
Yeah, these the guys you don't want to go head up against. Because they coming straight up at you. No fear. They gonna deal with you, man. They gonna handle you.
The selection process to get into this unit is also rigorous, and candidates undergo difficult training with many voluntarily withdrawing. On a final note, select members of this unit are also qualified to conduct operations with Joint Task Force 2. The next unit in CAN SOFCOM is the 427 Special Operations Aviation Squadron.
Special Operations Aviation Squadron.
To put it
Okay,
simply, the
that's a long
427
name.
SOAS is to Canada what the 160th SOAR is to the United States. 427 SOAS provides dedicated Special Operations aviation assets to Canada's Special Operations, while also providing assets to conventional forces as needed. Unlike the 160th SOAR, however, there is no formal selection process like you'd expect. To get into this unit, personnel wind up getting assigned this billet like any other assignment. The lack of a selection process does not speak for its capabilities or recognition, however. It still plays a vital role in supporting counterterrorism, special reconnaissance, and much more. The aircraft of 427 SOAS can be armed with onboard aerial snipers, provide limited direct fire support from crew-served mounted machine guns, and are able to provide means of insertion and extraction by fast rope, rappelling, and low hover techniques in rural, urban, and maritime environments. One of the aircraft they use is the CH-146 Griffin
Look at that bad
helicopter.
boy.
While this unit has a decent amount of history to it, it was only transformed into a special operations entity in 2006. So like CSOR, this unit is also technically newer in the world of special operations. And now for an honorable mention in this video, the Naval Tactical Operations Group.
Naval Tactical Operations Group. You know they dealing with that water. I'm not doing that.
Although
I'm
NTOG
picking
is
one
not
that's
a
on
member
land.
of
Not like the air.
CANSOFCOM,
Give me
we
the Air
felt it was
Force.
necessary to mention them in this video due to their intense missions and capabilities. The Naval Tactical Operations Group is a full-time, dedicated unit within the Royal Canadian Navy that specializes in advanced boarding operations at sea. Part of these operations include maritime interdiction, which is the interception of suspect vessels in order to prevent the movement of illicit cargo and material at sea. Their secondary duties are force protection, such as protecting Navy ships, infrastructure, and personnel. NTOG teams are deployed to various ships, augmenting the ship's company for a
So if some pirates are trying to attack one of them big cargo crated ships, whoa, what we doing? What are we doing? Are we calling this special force to come and help us? This special naval force to come and help us? Or do those people kind of defend themselves? Like, do we have people on board those ships, you know, that are ready to take action and defend the ship and the cargo if pirates try to attack? Because these guys got to have fun too. I mean, come on, look at him.
mission or period of time. They provide additional
Look at that
security
aim.
and planning capabilities to these ships as well. Each member is trained in hand-to-hand combat,
Oh,
interrogation
boy.
techniques, precision shooting, advanced medical skills, mission planning, and IED identification. NTOG was created in 2014, so this is another newly minted entity of the Canadian Armed Forces. This unit is available to any personnel serving in the Royal Canadian Navy or its reserves. Alright, with our honorable mention covered, let's move on to our last, but not least, unit of CANSOFCOM, the Canadian Special Operations Training Center.
Canadian Special Operations Training.
As you can
Center,
probably
okay.
surmise from the name,
This is where they
this
train
unit
in?
develops and provides training to CANSOFCOM personnel to support its operational requirements. It's essentially the educational and training element to Canadian Special Operations. The training it provides is common to all CANSOFCOM units and runs professional development courses that push members out of their comfort zone. They provide the means to enable their operators to have the physical and mental capability to excel in the various missions they're being asked to perform. It also provides
You would think that the physical part is the hardest, but it's not. Everything is mental. I got a lot of old friends. I want to say friends now. We don't speak no more. A lot of old friends from high school. They ended up going to the military if they pursued those dreams. You know, if they followed those plans, they went to boot camp and everything, and they're enlisted right now. And my sergeant and major used to say, man, the hardest part is the mental battles. Like, not even the physical, but especially as a man, like, okay, we get it. Physical could bring pain. You could be out of breath. You could, whether it's pain in, hand-to-hand combat, being out of breath from running miles, hiking with all your stuff on, all your equipment, with your firearms in your hands, or if it's working out and pushing your limits in the weight room. Look, man, as men, we got to deal with that pain and just endure it. And that's how we get stronger. We got to endure that pain. Nobody's supposed to be comfortable, man. Especially as a man, you're not really supposed to be comfortable. So endure the pain. You'll get used to it. Now, the mental battles, you'll never get used to that. Oh, my goodness. The mental battles be the toughest battles because you be going crazy. You be wanting to give up. Like, I can't imagine what these guys go through mentally throughout these training processes in order to make the special forces. Like, the training ain't easy and it's not normal. It's a very small percentage of people that make these forces. And those are different breeds. Those are the ones that they was just built to endure that pain. Like, it's them.
annual training
Like,
to all
this is them.
CANSOFCOM personnel in areas such as ethics, rules of engagement, and human rights.
I
And with
respect
the
it,
last
man.
unit covered, what if you're still interested in learning more about other foreign units? Chances are you're watching this in the United States, and if you're from Canada, great to have you. We've covered Britain's Special Air Service and France's GIGN. The links to these two videos are in the description below.
Wait. What you trying to say? Why the U.S. ain't get a hello? Why we ain't get a great to have you? Wait a minute. I'm joking. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me today to learn about the Special Operation Forces that Canada has. This video was fascinating, and I honestly needed to learn about these different special forces because I wasn't aware of these until today. Honestly, I'm so caught up in the United States. All I know is the Air Force, the Navy, the Army, the Marines, SWAT, Black Ops. Wait, there's a few more. There's like 3 more, but I don't know. There's like 3 more, but I can't get them off the tip of my tongue. But you get what I'm trying to say. I know about all the special operation forces over here in the United States, in America. But I'm going to continue to do more research, especially after watching this fascinating video, so I could get a better understanding of how this works and how the 3 combine, because I wasn't, that part is kind of confusing to me still. How 3, forces kind of combine into one? I'm still trying to understand that, so I'm going to read up on a couple articles, do some research on this, so I can have a better understanding, because, boy, I love the military. I love everything about the military, but do I want to be in it? No, absolutely not. I used to want to be in it. I used to, but hey, that was used to for a reason. The past is the past, And I wasn't really serious about it. Like, since a baby, I wanted to do YouTube before YouTube was even possible in this world. Honestly, before people were even, like, doing this for a living. And it just didn't seem possible. That was where my mind was at. And look at where we are today, man. It's a blessing. Thank you so much for joining me today. Everybody, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and turn all post notifications on so you don't miss another one of these reaction videos. And feel free to spam my comment section and use that suggestion link down below in my description if you would like to recommend some of these educational videos for me myself to react to. And feel free to share this video and this channel to your friends and family members, guys. The support truly means a lot. Whoever you feel may be interested in joining us on a daily basis to watch some of these amazing videos. Once again, I will catch you all in the next reaction video. Stay safe.